Hello YouTube, welcome back to Factorio, Bobs and Angels Land Edition, episode 21. In this episode, hopefully we get our blue science up and running. So the only thing we are missing now for our blue science is plastic to get our transistors up and running. So we are close. We made a few things yesterday, and then it came to my attention that those few things were actually totally incorrect. So if I go look at our plastic here for a second to craft, notice the plastic bars are actually grayed out, which means I can't actually use that recipe. So we need to look for a different solution. So while that's happening, I'm going to make some flare stacks. We're going to set our gases to flare off properly here. I think what's going to have to happen is we're going to go the naphtha route. Naphtha steam with our iron ores. So if we look at our craft, plastic bars, liquid plastic. We can make naphtha into propane. So propane, naphtha, steam, red mineral catalyst will get us propane gas. Red mineral catalyst is iron ore and copper ore. So I think that's the process we're going to do for that. While I'm waiting in a second here, we're going to have to deal with our silicone too in a second here. Can I make some flare stacks? I cannot make a flare stack right now. I have a few too many things in my inventory. Just get rid of these lights. That can get out of my inventory. There we go. We need about 10 flare stacks. That should theoretically be enough. And then we're going to do something with the silicone there, and then we're going to continue on. So we have steel accumulating there, but silicone is actually not accumulating in any way, shape, or form. We could actually accumulate it as a liquid form. That might be the real way. I haven't really done that with any of my metals. I know it's not. Silicone's kind of a metal, but not really a metal. But we still haven't done it with anything like that yet, so we'll see how this goes. So we're making our petrochem tank, and that will accumulate a lot more. That will allow this to hold 250,000 liquid, and we need 10 per craft, so that's going to be a lot. We could make these a bit faster too, actually. What's the other option here? That's pretty full too. So there we go. That will now accumulate for a while. Might even have to make another one of these. Grab that like that. Put you there. I have no more inserters on me. I don't think I have any power lines really either. We definitely use a lot of items. Missing just one. Okay. So that'll make us pull this faster because that's actually backlogging our good chunk of our factory right now. And we're going to need more iron shortly. So what we're going to do here quickly, we need more power lines probably. We're going to flare off all our excess gases here. Gases, liquids, whatever these are. We need all of this to always work. What's going to eventually happen is if I don't do this, I'm going to wonder why my plastic stopped or why something stopped, so this kind of fixes that problem. Anything over 80% in this container it's connected directly to will flare off. We'll do the same for all of these. anything that isn't the multi-phase oil. Because multi-phase oil is directly just pumped out. So that does not need to be flare stacked. No sir, flare stack. And then a few over here. Try that. So these shouldn't be working until they fill up too much. That means it'll just continue working, which does mean we waste resources, but I need it to just work. Okay, so next thing we're doing now is craft, liquid plastic, propane, naphtha. So we need just a steam cracker. Let's get a few steam crackers up and running. Like a couple more. Couple more steam crackers. Then I need to pull my iron and copper. This might be a good line to pull from. 50% from one and 50% from the other. I want to grab it before it splits. We do that. We have both on one line. Here we want both. Try that to there. We are taking damage. Spiders are getting more and more and more aggressive every day. So half the iron and half the copper. If we end up needing more, we can deal with that as it happens. I will do it over here though. So we're gonna turn it right there. We'll set up like right here. That looks like a lovely spot. And right here. Okay, so where's my steam cracker at? Steam cracker is going to be making propane. I don't think these will line up nicely at all. So you can't connect them this way because the gas is switched on either side. I think the easiest way is to go this way. This actually doesn't go in here either. This can stay over there. Because we need to make the catalysts, not that. So we have our naphtha right here. So no problem with the naphtha. Steam's pretty easy, we just make it on demand. So you guys now have your naphtha, no problem. We're gonna make a red mineral catalyst in a second, and then we're gonna get a propane out of that. All of that just to get some propane. Just ran to the store. Could have just ran to the store. So copper is not going to keep up here either. It might, but I doubt it. So you might need to add some extra copper ore there. So just a few more. I need to make a petrochem tank here again. Is that enough steam crackers? Probably not. Could just make one more. 4 is always a happy amount. Why? I don't know. So the iron is going to keep, it's going to come twice as fast as the copper on that line. And then we need to actually make the catalysts. So the catalysts... Just built an assembler. Nothing crazy here. So it's going to come like that. Should have grabbed more inserters, and then we need the metal frames. I think with the metal catalyst carriers, you don't actually use them. They just get filled up and then pushed out. So you only need to make a handful of them. So I could make, say, 100 of them. And that might be enough for that whole setup. But what I really need is to clear my inventory. That's what we really need here. Just gonna make a bunch of them. Because they get recycled. I think the issue here right now is I have too many pipes on me. Next question is, do we make our steam on demand or what? What is here? That is some type of fuel thing. Do I have anything to make steam here? So what's blocking me? Oh, there's a random pipe right there. So that can go here. Let's start building more. That's how you empty your pockets. That's the best way to empty your pockets, actually. Not to there. So this is propane here. The propane into there. We still need inserters, and we need to figure out a way to load and unload this. I got you guys. I don't know how many exactly we need, but I feel like that's a good amount. Looks like our ores are kind of keeping up. I need more inserters. I could go run and grab them, or I'll just quickly make a few right here, just to get this going. And then we're going to need long inserters on the backside. This water pipe is really in the way right now. I'm just going to kick that pipe over. I'm not sure what that kills by turning that off for a second, but... So that pipe is pushed over. This is going to be a long inserter here. It's going to pick up the frames again. This is going to drop them off. And this needs to go over there. Should be better if it goes the other way. I can just go up and around. Right to there. Nope. It's going down, I think. It cannot span the triple. And then we put our inserters right here. I don't think this needs a million inserters either. But we'll see. And then it needs to offload. It's going to offload the frames now. So we actually do recycling in this mod, which is kind of cool. Do I have a splitter? I have a basic splitter? No, I don't. You guys get a fancy splitter. Okay, that should work right there. It just needs steam now. And in order to make some steam, we can just make some basic power generation over here. Boiler 2. No, we got 2 of these guys. They need water. Oh, water pump. Pretty sure I dumped a water pump up top, didn't I? Oops. There might be steam lower, but I really want to go hunting for hunting for that. I'm worried about putting it here because there's so many pipes everywhere. Right there, I guess. I don't know how much steam we really need here. That's the next question. Pump, pump, pump. Pump up the jam. So just need a bit of water, and then we'll connect that up, but we're good to go. So now we're making propane. One step closer. Every time I feel like I'm doing a step closer, and I'm really... just feel like I'm stepping to the side sometimes. Just do continual sidestepping. But Blue Science is a pretty big achievement, so... and to be making your science as fast as you can possibly be using it is also very good. So these aren't going to offload yet because they're not able to complete their crafts. So you're not able to watch them offload, so they're just going to hold their item. I thought that was a water pump for a second. Where'd the pump go? There you go. If you hover over your inventory, you see it flash on you there. I think that reaches. There we go. We got water, now we got steam. The last requirement here. Oh, there we go. Now we're making propane, boys. And girls. And other fellow engineers. That's good. That's a pretty big one right there. And the frames are getting pushed off. And they'll go back in here and be recycled. They have quite a few right now, so this will craft for a while. We also have this belt circulate, but that's kind of ugly. You know what I actually should do here? Let's keep them on the top side of the belts. That way it's only half a belt, but it doesn't all get stuck in the bottom like this. Because right now it's all just getting stuck in the bottom. So I'm going to grab the whole one inside. I'm just going to give it to the building here. You sort it out, sir. Okay, now we got propane. Good. Propane just goes straight into liquid plastic in a chemical plant. Chemical plant crafts a little bit faster than a liquefier. But a Tech 2 or Tech 3 liquefier, which I can make, is faster. But I think I have a couple. No, I got chemical plants. 1.5, 1.75. I think we'll use this instead. So this just straight up makes it like this. Nice and small building. Liquid plastic. That's all you needed. That's it. So easy. This is all it took to get our plastic up and running. Pipe City. This is a proper Bobs and Angels Petrochem here, with this much liquids everywhere. Liquids everywhere. I feel like we might need more of these though. Ooh, the first plastic. Where do you want to keep the plastic tank? I don't think I'm going to need much more off the steel, so I can run the plastic over here. Oh, that's good. We did it. We did it. That feels very good. That's a big milestone, I think, getting everything ready for blue. Just a you got this far, be proud of yourself. And then the plastic is just 40 liquid plastic, and it goes into an assembler machine. We're going to bring it up top, though. I'm not going to craft it right there. We can just go right up here. I know my spacing isn't maximum here, but that's okay. I just needed to kind of do what it's supposed to do. Make a plastic right there. Put you there. Put you there. Kind of does a little loop-de-loop action there. The loop-de-loop. We'll finish connecting it. I didn't want to have the pipe fill up while I kept picking up the pipes. I don't want to waste the precious, precious plastic. My precious. Yeah, we got 2,000 already. That's nice. 1,300 propane. It's actually, these are too slow right now. Well, we're not really pulling it either, but we can add to that in a minute. We're just going to get it going right now first. Just make it work. Just make it work. Then make it work good. I need more inserters. And we will also grab some power lines. My coffee is tasting delicious today again. Always happy to report when a good coffee is percolated. It's not always a good coffee, so... need to report it when it's good. We could make more here too, but for now that's okay. Looks like our factory is... it's stopped because we're not teching right now. It's just military science left. We will have to make another engine setup, which will steal all my ores again. I'm gonna need some undergrounds. And splitters. I also have no splitters. Make some tier 2 assembly machines on me? Certainly can. Grab for my personal steel chest. Looks like it's totally dead now. This up here has no more iron anymore. We could run iron up over here and make this continue working, but... I almost feel like I should never let the legacy factory die. That's a future me problem. I do think we'll make our science over down there still too. So, first things first. Plastic. We put a space between the building. We'll put 2 buildings of space. Ooh, this is gonna feel good. This is gonna feel good. Putting a pipe with an underground, that way I can sometimes walk between this building. Nothing worse than having a solid block of buildings you can't walk through. There is a mod for that, but we are not using that mod, so it doesn't help us much. There you go, there you go, there you go. We did it. We did it, Internet. We did the thing. Our first major achievement in Bobs and Angels, I would say. or in this current playthrough. Is getting this up and running. Okay, offload our new chips. Ooh, beautiful. Should really have one or two offload on the far side. Same thing for the plastic. We're just flying through his military science. Everything's backlogged on me, so we'll go very quickly. Half of you. Do like that. And then we need to make the blue science. So I'll probably make it over here somewhere, but I need to run these chips across the world again. So they go all the way down and they gotta go all the way back. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not. We here like belts. I heard you like belts, bro. Oh, we do. Oh, we do. Okay, that's there, that's there. 20 turrets engage with the enemy. There's a lot of violence happening right now. This is our most advanced product. Running all the way across the factory 50 times. No big deal. Our most advanced product can meet one of our most basic products. Trees. Can trees be offset here? Now that we're actually pulling everything, we need stuff to work a bit better. These inserters are all backwards. Insert, grab, yeah. He's created, but he's not been able to drop off. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's our Resin Farm. It's a cool looking building. The graphics in this mod pack are phenomenal, I must say. Okay. Now we just need to connect everything for our blue science. Not sure why I'm chopping trees when I have this technology. Probably so I don't do that. Okay. So, here's the Earth. Round. We got blue science. I'm getting a little giddy right now. Getting a little bit giddy. So, grab you. I want to be kind of exact about how I do this. Because it needs 4 items in. So we're going to be smart. I'm going to do the underground technique here. So these guys are going to go long. That's totally the wrong button there. Shift E, pick up drop. We're going to have a setup like that here. I could use better power lines. It would actually fix this whole problem and make it all look actually kind of nice. I say we do that. Let's make some nice things. Doop, doop, doop. Goes like that. So we need our sodium hydroxide and our sulfur, and engines we need to build still. So the setup goes like this. Grab it with the power line. That goes there. You guys go there. And then we need one more item grab. We'll go long again. And we'll offload shorts. We're going to be offloading our science on this belt. We're going to go to the back side of that. And then we grab our last item right here. Landmines have been completed. Okay, so we need to grab the sulfur and the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is actually on the opposite side of the factory again. But this time it's not on the left side, it's on the bottom. I think the sulfur is down there too. Blue science requires just 1, 1, 1, 1. Well, 2 sodium hydroxide, 1 sulfur. Just wondering if I double it up on the belt or have them individually come up. Do we believe in belt sharing? That's the question. So there's our sulfur. This line is actually in the way of us unloading our sulfur. I think we don't believe in belt sharing for the scenario. Why? Because this is not too bad to do. One's pretty close. If it was a bit farther away, then we maybe would, but... The sodium hydroxide is just right down here. So I can just follow up the geode line. Follow the geodes. Follow the yellow brick road. Another thing I don't... Actually, I very, very, very rarely brick my factories. Very rarely. Will you ever see me put brick down? Do you guys brick your factories? That's my next question. So I asked about lights. And a few of you answered and said we don't use lights, or I forget about it, or I use night vision. But do you brick your factory? It's more game changing if you brick it versus lights. A lot of the replies were lights don't really do anything, so just use night vision and you're settled. But what about bricks? Do you put stone pass down? Do you grid your cities? I very rarely ever brick it. By the time I kind of need to brick it, I'm already in power armor running around. It might be more advantageous in a playthrough like this, though, because it's already takes so long. You're in the basic phases for longer. I did, in my times 100 expensive speedrun. Speedrun. It wasn't really speedrun. In my times 100 playthrough. I need to weave through here somehow, actually. We're gonna go this way now. Had a lot of time, though, in that playthrough to kind of make things work. Go here to there. Oh, goodness. Okay, okay, okay. This is a challenge to prove our pasta skills. We still gotta go up pretty far here. I don't like being in front of that. But I need to be down here. I think we just go over top of this Ferrochloric solution. Like that. think that's the easier way of dealing with the problem right now. Okay, so we got our 2 items. Pretty close. This guy is right here. So they're going to be running right next to each other right now. Sure are. Any more military science? There's no more science. Unless we get into farming. And we would never stoop so low. Just kidding. Farming's fine. It's actually a really good way for power in this playthrough. Look at that. Those are our 2 items we need. We're doing it. Progress is happening. This is good. This is good. This is what pasta is. This isn't pasta. I don't know what is pasta. But the thing is, we might make a messy factory, but typically our messy factories work very well. So while it might be more advantageous to make a clean factory, this is faster. And my runs generally aren't as long as a spaghetti or as a main bus factory. So like here it feels pretty long. These are pretty long runs I'm doing right now. But if you're doing a main bus, the bus would be pretty big already. There's a lot of items to push around. You would have fluid buses, you would have raw resource buses. Yeah, we're below the train track. That train track I thought was going to be outside the factory. Nope, it's in the factory now. Okay. So we run that way, and then I can run this to connect it. And then we know 100% we connect it. Perfect. Okay, we just need engines automated. In a... Oh, that's a train. In a somewhat efficient manner. Engine's a very slow item. It's always a slow item. Looks like my iron's really bad right now. What's going on here? Because we're pulling our science. So I'm gonna actually have to make more flotation cells here to make this work faster. These guys are just too slow. They are going, but not enough. If I can make this fly off the shelf and completely saturate these lines, I think it's the play. But for now, we'll get our engines up and running. I'm pretty consistent with how I do my engines now. After a million hours of playing Factorio, I used to do some pretty wacky setups. But I find that best way to do engines is to do something like this. So this will be making my gears. This will be making my pipes. I just never found an other way that feels as good as this. You know, the iron right here. All that iron you see. One piece. And then these go into here. Maybe not like exactly like the style I'm doing right now. But I will belt my gears for this. I know it's frowned upon in the Factorio community to belt gears, but I feel it's okay for this. And these two items go into a belt. And then you have your engines right here. And that's typically what I do for my engines almost always now. I don't ever really change my setup anymore. There's a few things that I do pretty consistently. And that's one of them. Iron, we spent so many hours trying to make build faster. Make build faster. English is on point today. It's doing good. I think I need more coffee. Make build faster. English. Good. Where are the power lines? Power lines right there. There's some power lines. We're gonna beef this whole line up here, make sure everything works a little bit faster. So it is getting a bit. If we stop military science for a minute, it would probably catch up. Let's go here. And then we'll offload long. And that is the last item we need for military science. Or for blue science. So once the grenades kind of stop being grenades, should be good to go. I do need more ore though. So what I think I am going to do is I'm going to get this raw ore. And I'm going to crush it. I'm actually going to send it up over here. This area. So where we originally had buildings working. We're going to turn that part of the factory back on. We're just going to leave it running, the legacy factory there. I know it's not optimized, it's not ideal, and you could just deconstruct the whole thing, but we have a setup that works, and we know it works, and it kind of makes the whole factory work okay. It adds enough saturation so all the belts are happy. And we have the raw ore, so why not? Why not turn it on? So the problem happened when the ore deposits ran out, right? Of course. So I will rip all this out. These are our crushed ores right here, I think. Yeah, I think it's just running crushed ores here. So we're not going to remove all the furnaces and everything. We're just going to remove all the... There's a decent amount of ore still there. We're just going to remove everything else. So I try to weave the belt there, and I clearly did not make that work. So I have 2 lines. I need ore crushers. Ore crushers. Where are you, ore crushers? Stone bricks. It should take 30 seconds to get this up and running. Looks like I have a double line here. It's hard to tell what the resource is when there's no actual resource on the line anymore. So we got the ore crusher right here. I think that's the wrong one. Oh, that's the right one. We want the powered version. We don't want the other version. I don't want to have to give it fossil fuels. This will go right here. Inserters. Do I not have any inserters anymore? What is going on? What kind of a factory is this? Oh, I do. They're just hiding. We don't want to work today. Don't blame them, but... Factory's got to do factory things, okay, guys? Okay, so this is actually going to push this back on, and these guys are going to start working again. This right here, I could fuel that. And we'll never see that blink again. that. Oh, it doesn't quite reach. It's so close. I do that. Does that work? Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on, hold on. This is good. Nope. Oh, I can't drop to that position. Okay, okay. Round 2. It's perfect. Wait, it's dropping it on the line. No. It was almost perfect. Way to dream. Way to dream that it works, and then it didn't work. There's another way of doing this. This is the other way of doing this. Oh, it's going this one now. I just don't want to see them blinking anymore, and I don't want to have to actually do anything about it, so... This is our solution. I just don't want to see a building unhappy anymore. So this building, this inserter actually is holding iron on it. That goes there. And there we go. They're actually working. I think this one's never going to get fuel, though. It still cannot get fuel. We could actually pull it over and make it pull from its friend, but... That's okay. If only one of them's yelling for fuel, that's okay. And we should be able to see some blue sites now. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So we did it, guys. We did it. Factorio episode 21. We got the blue signs. Hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Yamaka. Ciao for now.